Biafra, superstars, media.
Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the Biafran Golden Child. Thank you.
Yeah, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're hearing my voice from. This is the Biafra Golden Child. And of course, it's always good to interact with you guys through the Biafra Superstars Media. Yeah, I want to go straight to my audio this morning, and I'm talking of nothing other than, the breaking news, that the Chinua Achebe airport in Anambra State International Airport has gone international. I mean, Airpeace Airline has started moving people direct from Anambra straight down to Gatwick in London, straight down to London. This is a feat that has been celebrated, ever since it started a few days ago. So I just want to make my audio on this, unusual, yes, exciting, you might think, development. Yes, I mean, it's a thing of great joy, of course, when you now know that you can fly directly from Anambra State down to Gatwick, down to London. Airpeace has become a set a standard. Airpeace has blazed the trail. Airpeace has shown, that it is a champion airline. But we must consider the undertones of this very wonderful, achievement. We must look at certain issues that may not be easily understood, by an onlooker. I mean, yes, it's a good thing. Yes, Igbo land has achieved what the Biafrans have been talking about since. We have been saying that, of course, we find it highly stigmatizing, very unpalatable, that our people have to endure so much hardship, so much difficulty to come all the way from our Biafran regions in the east down to Lagos, down to Abuja, before they can take any international flights. So we have talked about it. We have seen it as some of the stigmatization against the Biafran people, some of the ways that they have continued, to treat them like second fiddle. They have continued to subjugate them. Because, of course, the average Hausa man comes out from Kano, International Airport, and is flying down to London, is flying down to the US, is flying down to Saudi Arabia. The average Yoruba man from the southwest comes out at Lagos and is flying down to London, Heathrow Airport, is flying down to the US, to Germany. Of course, when it comes to, the man in the southeast, nobody gave him any flights, any airlines that were functional or could actually be said to be capable of, flying right from the southeast down, to any international destination. And so the Airpeace blazing this trail right from the Chinua Achebe International Airport at Anambra directly than to Gatwick, then London, is something that is commendable. It's commendable, really. However, we want to note, and I want to, posit here that some of these things happening at this time, especially when issues surrounding, the redeclaration of the sovereign state of Biafra, 40 states of the sovereign state of Biafra, issues surrounding Biafra is on the highlights. This same December, when Biafra, the United States of Biafra was redeclared on 2nd December 2024, and all these other issues coming, all of a sudden, for the first time, the Igbos have been allowed to fly directly from Anambra Airport, Chinua Airport in Anambra, straight to Gatwick, straight, to London. It is commendable, but we are wondering, why is there sudden interest to make the Igbo people happy? Why is there this sudden interest? To gift the Igbo people an international route direct from Anambra State. Why did this junta, this government, right-wing government, this hashtag hardship and clueless government, why is it suddenly interested, in the affairs of Igbo land? Why is it suddenly interested in the welfare of the Biafran people? This airport, this international route would never ever have been achieved if not because there's an attempt deliberately to make sure that the Igbo people are suddenly gifted with things that will derail their mind, that will make them think there's no more need for seeking their own referendum, for pushing their referendum, for declaring the United States of Biafra. There seems to be a deliberate effort to make the Igbos feel, yes, we belong. Give them a sense of belonging. Make them feel they're part of this country, they're part of this nation. Make them feel they've achieved. And there'll be no more agitation for Biafra. There'll be no more agitation for a sovereign state of Biafra. That is what it seems. That is what is happening. Who would have thought that all these years the Igbos have been clamoring for their own seaport? The Igbos have been clamoring for their own airport that should have international standards. And every government, every successive government had played lip service, have turned a deaf ear to this, very urgent necessity in Igbo land. When you look at the way of life of the Igbo man is mercantile by nature. He's a businessman who is overly involved in importing and exporting business. You can imagine a man whose sole business is importing and exporting, having to move from one region, from his region in the southeast, down to southwest, to Lagos, down to northeast, to Abuja, down, sometimes to, further to move or to travel or to fly. And so when Air Peace blazed this trail just a few days ago, we knew that this is a good one, actually. But why is the government suddenly suddenly permitting this at this time? Why is the government giving such a license? Why are the regulating authorities suddenly interested in giving Biafrans an airport? Not just an airport, granting airpeace, direct flights from Anambra State, Chinua Airport, down to Gatwick, to London. Ladies and gentlemen, fellow freedom lovers, there's more to this than meets the eyes. You need a discerning mind and a discerning heart to understand what we're talking about. The truth of the matter is that this government, in all its paraphernalia, seems to be heavily and highly interested in subduing there seems to be an orchestrated attempt to befuddle the Biafrans. There seems to be an orchestrated attempt to make the Biafrans forget at all costs the main reason for the agitation of the sovereign state of Biafra. The government appears to be overly interested in making the Biafrans feel, yes, we are part of the system. Yes, those things we're agitating for are already happening. How can we be having an international flight direct from Anambra State? We don't need to move all the way anymore down to Lagos. We don't need to move all the way anymore to Abuja. We don't need to move all the way anymore to Kano to be able to, access a flight of international standard. But I tell my fellow Biafrans, this is a case of the more you look, the less you see. Let's be very careful. When there seems to be, orchestrated effort to make the Igbos feel a bit comfortable. I mean, our own daughter, our own sister, the wife of our veteran leader, Dim Odumogo Ojukwu, was suddenly and very quickly appointed as a Minister of State for Foreign Affairs. I'm talking of none other than our own Bianca Ojukwu. I mean, this is a government that has been known to be strictly hegemonious in its appointments. I mean, this government has been known to appoint its kith and kin in every segment of government, in every available top position. So when it suddenly gifted the Biafrans, gifted the Southeast a foreign affairs minister for state, and chose none other than the wife of a veteran, the Biafra general, Dim Emeka Odumogo Ojukwu. I mean, we were all wondering, we were flabbergasted. Again, we found out that was a deliberate policy, a deliberate attempt to derail the Igbo man's mind, to derail the Biafran's mind from pursuing its agitations, from insisting on the, discomfort and the plight the Biafrans are suffering. I mean, the government has seemed to want to tell the whole world that these Biafrans who are agitating for self-governance, these Biafrans who are agitating for a sovereign country are part and parcel of my government. I mean, what Emilio seems to be saying, you people are saying, I don't recognize you. You people are saying you are not part and parcel of Nigeria. You people are saying Nigeria is subjugating you. You say we are treating you like second fiddles. But here, your daughter has been appointed a de facto foreign affairs minister for states. And not just ordinary daughter, the wife of the so-called general of the Biafra Republic since 1967, 68, 69, 70. Late Dame Ojukwu. So it seemed as if he has pacified the Biafrans. It looked like he has placated the Biafrans, like he has pacified the Biafrans. Come on, relax, as if to tell us, relax, forget about it. Forget about any agitations. But of course, that is not enough to derail the Biafran. Because as Chinua Achebe, once said, the man who does not know, the man who does not remember where the rain started beating him, where the rain started falling on him, will not remember where the rain dried on him. Yes, the government compensated, quote and unquote, compensated Biafra with an appointment of our lady, our female, our daughter, Bianca Ojukwu, as a foreign affairs minister for state. And then, all of a sudden again, the same government has granted that Air Peace can now fly directly from the Chinua Achebe Airport, Anambra State, down all the way to GATWICK, to London. That is to say that for the first time, a plane can move from Biafra land direct to an international route. These are the things, these were the objectives, these have been the aspirations of the Biafran people all these years. Because, of course, the Biafran people felt that an international airline from the southeast is a sine qua non to successful, continuous business transactions for the Biafran people. The Biafrans have complained about, the sort of uncomfortableness, sort of discomfortableness, the sort of, painful realization that it was only the southeast that didn't have an international route, that could not fly directly from its own region. This has been the agitations of the Igbo man over the years. This has been the agitation of the Biafran people. So if, for instance, it is now granted when Biafra land is already declared a sovereign national entity, there's more to it than meets the eye. Yes, it's a sort of compensation. Yes, it's a kind of, placation. You want to placate the Biafran people. You want them to feel like they belong. How long will this last? How long will this last? All of a sudden, the government has remembered Biafra land. All of a sudden, our sister has been appointed, given foreign affairs minister. All of a sudden, Air Peace can fly directly from Anambra State. All of a sudden, the story has gone haywire, rife, that the government plans to release our maximum leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Why is this deep interest? Why is there this sudden, marvelous intentions towards Biafran land? Why is this government suddenly intentional in deliberately reconsidering all the many years of subjugation, all the many years of relegation, all the many years of use and abuse and misuse of Biafra land? All of a sudden, there's an interest. Suddenly, they have realized Biafra land exists. Suddenly, they've realized Biafra land is important. Suddenly, everybody's talking Biafra, Biafra. Everyone's talking Biafra, Biafra. That's in the news now. That's what everybody's saying. There's a deliberate policy as if to bring Biafra into the news for certain favors received. Fellow Biafrans, fellow freedom lovers, nobody is against any good thing. Yes, it is a good thing. Yes, it is commendable that, yes, this airport that was named after a prolific writer, internationally acclaimed writer, a man whose works have been translated into 700 languages worldwide, a man, Chinua, that was at one point an ambassador for Biafra, a man at one point was a chairman of a think tank for Biafra, a man who played ambassadorial roles during the Nigerian Biafra Civil War. This man is a Biafran to the core. This man, Chinua, is the one who wrote the last book he wrote, this powerful book that has continued to haunt this nemesis of a country, this junta. This man, Chinua, before he died, wrote his final book, which he captioned, "There was a country." There was a country. Chinua wrote his last book before he died. He titled it, "There Was a Country." And he lamented. He lamented about the plight of the Biafran man, where he lamented about all the things that happened to Biafran people, where he lamented, talked about the Biafran experience, the immediate past factors that necessitated and created the Civil War. This same Chinua, the prolific writer, a prominent Biafran citizen, who was one time a Biafran ambassador, was the one whose name was chosen to be dignified at the Anambra airport, which became now renamed Chinua International Airport. I think it is a befitting testimony. It is a very befitting recognition of a man who has done so well, not only for his country, not only for humanity, but a man who has done so well for Biafra land. And so making history today, Chinua International Airport in Anambra State, being the first airport in the southeast in Biafra land to have a direct flight, Air Peace direct flight to Gatwick, from Anambra to Gatwick, to London, to Heathrow. It's no mean feat. It is worthy of celebration. But what we are saying, yes, we thank them. What we're saying, yes, we appreciate them. What we're saying is that, come on, thank you, but no thanks. It's coming a little too late. It's coming a little too late. We have requested for this all these years. Nobody gave it to us. No government considered it worth the while. Now, suddenly, Suddenly the permission was given. Suddenly regulation was approved. Suddenly. But why now? Why now when our minds have turned? Why now when we are fully attuned to the sovereign national state of Biafra? Sovereign national state of Biafra. It's a little too late. You can't win us back. You can't fool us. No, the die is cast. There's no going back. Biafra has been redeclared all the way in Finland. It was declared following the conventions, earmarked, streamlined, and organized by none other than our able Prime Minister, Ekpa Ojukwu. Even after his arrest, our Deputy Prime Minister, yes, the former Chief of Staff to His Excellency Ekpa Ojukwu, Biafran Prime Minister, Biafra Regional Government in exile, Dr. Ngozi Orabueze took the baton, took the bulls by the horns, and redeclared the United States of Biafra in Finland. Even though her master, even though His Excellency was not there, she went ahead, having passed the baton to her. She had no choice. She redeclared the United States of Biafra in Finland, the same Finland. 2nd December 2024. So, ladies and gentlemen, giving us an international flight right from Anambra State, gifting it to us, gifting the, Biafran man an international flight at this stage is a good one. Yes, thank you, but no thanks. It came a little too late. These are the things we are going to develop. We'll develop in Biafra land. These are the things, first things first, prioritized. These are prioritized, developmental policies, developmental aspirations of Biafra land. And so we make bold to say, yes, the government has done well. Thank you, but no thanks. It came a little too late. United States of Biafra is sovereign political entity. No going back. No going back. The die is cast. No going back. Yes, Igbos, fellow Biafrans, let us be on our guard. When you begin to receive gifts from left, right, and center, suddenly, when you begin to be compensated left, right, and center, suddenly, when there seems to be, you are in the news all the time, when the government appears, this junta appears to be interested in you all the time. Beware, be wary. The intention is not always noble. The intention is not always altruistic. The intention sometimes is to befuddle, to deceive, to marginalize, and to derail the Biafrans from their aims and objectives, which we hope to achieve in the sovereign United States of Biafra, which the whole world is interested in. It's going. It might seem nothing is happening. A lot is happening. Our international lawyers, they are making the moves. Everywhere is busy. Keep your fingers crossed, Biafra. The die is cast. There's no going back. We're on the right trail. We are on the right trail. United States of Biafra, sovereign United States of Biafra is a reality. Is achievable. Has been achieved. Is achievable. Let us not be derailed. Let us not be hoodwinked. Let us not be deceived. Suddenly gifting gifting a people of a region that have been abandoned since independence. People that were almost totally deleted between 1966, 67, 68, 69, 70. People who have been made to play the second fiddle. People who have been deprived of every socioeconomic developments in their communities, in their region. People who have been taxed and overtaxed all these years. Suddenly gifting them post of Foreign Affairs Minister for State. Suddenly giving the enabling regulations for them to fly direct from Anambra State, Tinubu International Airport, down to GATWICK, London. It is a good thing. It is a wonderful development, but there are strings attached. No one can deceive us. Biafrans, do not be derailed. Be very careful. Be very careful. These are attempts to make you feel you are successful. These are attempts to make you feel you're wanted. The moment you relapse, the moment you fall back, you become a victim. Once again, you'll be victimized, and this time it might be worse, more severe than anything we have experienced in the past. That is my audio. That is my warning. Fellow Biafran, freedom lovers, let's keep our eyes wide open. Thank you. God bless you. Thank you.
In the land where sunshine screams, tales of dreams and bursting seams. In the night where stars might gleam, Biafra's light flows like a stream. Colors bright and sky so wide, dance the beats we can't deny. With the voices ever high, Biafra's heart makes us fly. Welcome to Biafra, hey, we sing our song come what may. Feel the rhythm night and day, in Biafra we always sway. Cities vibrant, streets alive, thriving souls that love to jive. Hand in hand watch dreams arrive, in Biafra we will thrive. Join the party, eyes afar, finding joy in who we are. Every street a shining star, Biafra's music takes us far. Welcome to